Welcome back to another edition of Fly Tying for Beginners. Today I'm going to tie a saltwater fly. We're going to tie a crease fly, and we're going to make this a white glitter crease fly. I have a piece of glitter sticky back foam. I have my pattern drawn out on the back. I'm going to have to, you can see that's a little bit long. I'm going to have to trim that a little bit, but it's easier to trim it once you get the basic shape down. Here I have my pattern. After you get that basic shape down, you want to save a piece, maybe cut out on a piece of cardboard, and you could have your patterns. This is for 1/0 or 2/0 size fly. I'm going to take that, I'm going to make it a little easy, and I'm going to fold it over. And I'm going to cut it that way, and that way I'll have the same curve on it. Just going to take my scissors and trim that off straight at the front. Going to trim that off straight at the back. And then I'm going to cut that curve. Using a nice pair of long scissors helps very much doing this. And like I said, folded it over and I get it the same shape on both sides. Now I can go ahead and touch that up a little bit. You can see I still have pattern there. On the back, you want to take it and you want to go this way. And you want to cut it like that so that you have that shape in there. So when we put that on there, the tail will be showing through, or the tail will be through that V there. Going to do a quick size on that. And it looks like I have to take about a 1/2 inch off the front. And that looks like just about right. So we're going to put this down for now. I have a 1/0 stainless steel saltwater hook. I'm going to leave the barb on. I'm going to use this for saltwater. I have, this is red Kevlar, and the color of the thread, it doesn't matter a whole lot, but I'm going to have a little bit of the thread exposed at the back. So I'm going to use red, and it'll just give it that little bit of red spot. Going to take the thread and put a base down, and that looks like just about right. So we're going to put our tail on first. I'm just going to put a small amount of bucktail on there, and this will help act as a follow guard. And your bucktail will help to determine the length of your tail. I'm going to make this just the length of the hook from the eye to the bend. You can just use bucktail for the whole tail if you'd like. I'm going to tie that all in. Keep everything on top. I'm going to make some open spirals to make it go a little quicker. Keep everything on top, and that will help fill up the foam. I'm going to fold this back, and I'm going to take this back. Since I have so long there, that's just a little bit added filler. And I'm going to trim that off. Kind of take that at an angle on the back there. Give it a couple of wraps now. I'm going to turn over. I'm going to put some head cement on the bottom. Help to secure the bucktail. Let that soak in, put a little bit on top even. I'm going to take my Deer Creek Gliss-n-Glint Fiber Plus, and this is white. I'm just going to take a small amount. When you're working with Gliss-n-Glint, less is more. You don't want the tails to be straight, right angle cut. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to let that hang over just a little bit. And wrap this all in forward. Make them big wraps. And let that hang off the front. And I want a little bit more flash than what is offered in the Gliss-n-Glint. So I'm going to take some Gartside Secret stuff in the curl. Just break off a chunk of that. I'm going to blend that right in with the Gliss-n-Glint. Fold that up. There we go. Going to take the Gliss-n-Glint and the GSS. Fold that over and tie that back down. Now I want to straighten out my tail here. Just going to take my scissors. Going to wrap this in, bring my thread up front, and I'm going to tie this off to make a nice head right here. This will help make a red face to the crease fly. And we're going to go ahead and give that the whip finish. Tighten that up there. Okay, and at this point we're done with the thread. I'm going to put some super glue on the shank itself. I'm going to take and put a little bit on the edge. Going to fold that over, and we want just the bottoms to touch. Going to pinch it on the front. And we want the majority of the foam to be on the top. Going to hold that there in place. Pinch it on the front first. And then hold it in place the rest of the way down until it dries. Now I'm going to take a 3mm rattle. I'm going to put it inside the body. Just going to take my bodkin and push that right inside. That's going to help make a nice firm body. Now we have a hole in the front still, so I'm going to take a piece of foam and fill that in. There, I can put that inside there. Take that paper off the back. Just put that on there, and I'm going to push it in with my bodkin needle. I'm going to take a red marker and I'm going to color the face. And inside the cup itself. Now I'm going to take Deer Creek Gator eyes, and these are kind of a blue, but they're also speckled. You can see them. Use my bodkin needle to help me line them up. Just stick that right to the side. Now I'm going to take my Deer Creek Diamond Hard UV resin and I want to seal the seam. I'm not going to squeeze, it's coming out right now. And we're going to put a light coating on there. And we're going to cover the eyes as well. Careful you don't get too much because it'll run. And it's kind of starting to run right now. I'm going to take my bodkin needle and join them together on the top. And put a little bit on the, get a little bit in there in the head on the thread. You could actually fill that in if you'd like. And we're going to take our UV light, hit that quick, get the eyes, and hit the seam. And here we have a Deer Creek glitter crease fly. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Leave comments, questions, suggestions. And most of all, thank you very much for watching my videos.